Hello, my name is Staci Lambright, and I'm with Akron Office Space. Today we are here with Sage Lewis. He is with the Homeless Charity, and we're here to talk to him a little bit more about that and get some more information for everyone so that you can better educate yourselves on this charity and what it means, what it brings to us. So welcome
Hey, thanks.
to our office, and we're very excited to talk to you today because you have a great organization from what I know. So we
Cool.
want to give more information out. Maybe you can tell us a little bit more about how it got started and what the Homeless Charity is.
Yeah, sure. So the very beginning of my interest in the homeless started when I tried to run for mayor of Akron. So I tried to run for mayor of Akron, and I ran as an independent, and you need over 1,000 signatures to get on the ballot as an independent. And so I spent a lot of time on the street talking to people, and the people that really were interested in talking to me were the homeless. And I spent hours and days on the street
Interesting.
talking to the homeless, and it just really, their stories really grabbed my attention. And so when I didn't win the mayoralship, I went back to my businesses, and one business that I have is an auction company, and so I started hiring the homeless to help me with my auctions.
Very good.
I know, right? And then what happens in an auction is you do an auction and you almost always have stuff left over. And so you gotta figure out what to do with it, because the owners don't typically want it, they just want to be done with it. And so I was gonna just take it to Goodwill, but the guys that I was working with said, hey, why don't you let us sell it? And so then that started something called the Second Chance Store. From there, then we opened a laundry facility and a shower facility.
See what happens
And
when,
it
when
just
you
happens.
just start talking to people?
I know. And now we have 25 people in our backyard in Second Chance Village. They're all living in tents in the back there, and we're doing some of the most innovative work in homelessness in the country right now.
I think this is so interesting because I think most people probably just have a perception of their own when it comes to the homeless, but they don't necessarily understand that people get in that situation for a variety of reasons. So
Yeah.
I'm interested to know maybe what some of the things were that you found out
Yeah.
by talking to them.
So I am a firm believer in it is okay to believe whatever you believe about the homeless. And I'll tell you a story. The first homeless person I talked to, I honestly was stunned that they could put more than 2 words together. I was like, you're thoughtful? You speak in correct grammar? These are biases that I had. And I want to point it out because I think we all have these biases of what a homeless person is.
Right, or a bad reputation or a stereotypical
Yeah, and it's
thought.
okay. I'd say it's okay to just be open to them. Be like, so what do I think of a homeless? When I think of a homeless person, what do I think of? Do I think, smelly, dirty, old, no teeth? And there are homeless people like that. But there are also homeless people that are college graduates, executives, plumbers, computer technicians,
Right.
electricians.
So it shows you should definitely give people the benefit of the doubt.
That's
You
the
need
story
to-
of all stereotyping. Any kind of bigotry or whatever you have about a person, it's really not true. It just can't be. There's too many of whoever you're feeling that way towards, And that is the case with a homeless person. And really the only difference between us and a homeless person is that they were that one paycheck away, living paycheck to paycheck, and they didn't have a backup support group like family or friends. So
Right.
when I talk to the homeless, they say, if you want to not be homeless, you need to have a savings. So we like to, the veneer that we have in society of who we are and how we dress and where we live is quite thin. The paycheck to paycheck community is huge in America.
Right, more than anyone ever even knows, because you're not necessarily communicating that. You're not.
I mean, we have to be like, how are things, Sage? Oh, things are great. Oh, things couldn't be better. It's the greatest. And meanwhile, like, you're like, how am I going to pay my electric bill? How am I gonna where am I gonna come up with my mortgage? I've maxed out my credit cards.
Right.
And we have this weird stigma about talking about money in this country, that we have to put on these airs, we have to be this, and it's a lie. It's a lie about who we are in society. I mean, people are we don't have any money. People don't have any money. There is no middle class. It's going away. We have super rich people and we have poor people, and we have to be okay with that. I'm poor. It's cool. It's fine. I can't afford my this because this false pretense that we have that we are on top of everything, we are put together, everything is perfect, is hurting everybody. Because then your friend that's hurting, okay. I was just talking to a friend of mine who was talking to her friend, and her friend is a PhD, 6 foot tall model, lives on the East Coast, and she says to my friend, why is everybody else's life perfect? And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Thinking that she's the one that's
She's
perfect.
the one that we all are like, no, wait, you're the one. You're the model rower, PhD, blah, blah, blah. We're all running around like, my gosh, everybody else is so perfect. Why am I sucking so bad at life? No, we're all sucking at life. And so I feel like we have to come to terms with where we really are. I mean, we might not be living in a moment where we have hunger, we're not afraid about going hungry, but most of us have money fears.
Money issues.
Well. And so there's a couple things that first of all, I believe we have to accept that this is who we are and it's fine. And then we have to realize that the homeless are just us in a month.
Right. Anybody could be that at any point.
And I'm telling you, it's everybody. It's everybody. I mean, I have college graduates, I have super achievers, super hardcore sports people. Mm-hmm. I have everybody across the cross section of society is homeless. You can find everybody.
So this charity is not necessarily just helping them, but it's helping the non-homeless understand what could happen, or educating them. I'm assuming this kind of.
This same friend of mine, who's she's like a hippie, liberal type. She's like, Sage, what you're doing is you're taking your white privilege, and you're investing it in helping people. And I'm like, I don't know if I believe in white privilege or whatever, but that's what I'm like, okay, look, I'm a successful, middle-aged white man, 6'2", blonde hair, blue-eyed guy. I have everything. All education, I have it all. And so I'm taking that collateral, that credit, and I'm giving it to the homeless, and I am trying to connect people that were afraid of the homeless to meet them and see them. Just like we were afraid of gays and, afraid of other ethnicities. We're definitely afraid. We all in our homeless group, we all agree 100% that everybody is afraid of the homeless. And that's the first step. Yeah, I'm afraid of them, or I'm angry at them, or I'm intimidated by them. I don't want to see them. I don't want to smell them.
Yeah.
And so I'm there saying, look, I hang out with them every day, and they're awesome. They're awesome humans.
It seems like it's an education process. People just need to be open to that and know that they're not. And when you say that about other types of groups, it's the same for everything. Every generation has its own fear of something that they didn't grow up with or weren't near, or they weren't a part of knowing somebody that was in whatever that is.
Yeah.
So if people can just take a little step, I guess, towards being more comfortable, then it becomes normal.
Yeah.
And it becomes something that you are educated about.
That's exactly it. And so I'm trying to do my part in that. Anybody is welcome. I love showing people around our facility. It's super innovative. The people are super cool.
Let's talk about your facility.
Okay.
So everybody knows what that is, where that is, what does it do?
Yeah. We're at 15 Broad Street in Akron, which is Middlebury. There was an article that just came out we were talking about.
Yes.
And so the top level of the building is professional offices. So the building was actually originally a hospital, and before that they manufactured clay tile. But the upstairs is completely finished and is professional. But the lower level is all of the homeless services. So we have laundry and showers, computer lab, day center, clothing center, food pantry, and then out in the back, in a very secluded, very private area, we have our Second Chance Village, which is made up of currently of about 25 people right now, and I would say probably 18 or 19 tents.
Okay, all right. And you also have, other than the facilities, I guess, or amenities, if you want to call it that, there's different programs, different events, I guess, that you conduct?
Yeah, so we are very open to bringing other organizations into our group. So we are a secular group. We have no affiliation with any religion, but we encourage other people, if they want to have a religious event, you want to have a sermon, please. We also are trying to get an AA group in there. So we encourage people to come and bring their, especially if you have something that the homeless would like we have yoga on Sunday mornings. So we have all different kinds of things, and then we work very closely with other organizations like Community Support Services, which is CSS. We work very closely with them because they often try to get homeless housed. And so we, instead of trying to chase a homeless person around the woods, they're just at our facility. And so they can come to our facility and meet their clients and work with them. And it's happened multiple times where they have housed people through our facility.
So you do have some success stories of
100%.
People that, would you say that is a good percentage of the people that you work with? They can move on to something else that allows them to not be homeless?
Yeah, when we first opened, we didn't have a clear vision of who we were. We didn't know what it was going to be, and so we allowed people to drink. There was no drugs. We never allowed anything illegal, but that was sheer chaos. As a former alcoholic myself, alcoholics are so annoying. They're so annoying. They're loud. They think they're funny. So anyways. So we ended that. So there's no drinking, there's no drug use permitted on the premises. And then what we found was that we were getting overcrowded. We were developing a waiting list, and so we took it where it is now. Is we are bringing in people that want to take the next step in their life. So you aren't coming to us just to hang out.
Okay. So you're taking steps to learn about how I can change this.
Something. They have to be moving forward in some way. And we don't really care what it is. Like, you can be writing your book. You can be working on your art. You can be getting a job. You can be going to school. You can be doing your mental health work. You can be working on your addiction issues. We don't care what the step is, but it has to be a step. Okay. And we will kick you out if you are just kind of loitering. Okay. So, and the reason is simply because there's always somebody else that wants to be there.
Yeah, and which is also a sad reality, I guess, at the same time that happens. But at least people are learning about you, and the word is getting out. Because with homeless people, I'm assuming they don't necessarily always have the means to know about you. They don't have a way of communication or seeing that you exist. So it's great to know that's happening, where they're aware of you. Since
June, we've given out about 70 tents to people not at our facility. So we have about 20 tents in our facility, but we've given away 70 that people that were either not a good fit for us and didn't want to stay with us. So, that's 70 people in our little facility that are living outdoors. So, that found us.
That you even know about, right?
Yeah,
so
that's
there's probably many more out there that people can help.
There are many people living in the woods. Many people. And the exact number is always very difficult to track down because it's hard to track down people in the woods.
Right.
I've been to some amazingly isolated areas in Akron where people are living, and they don't want to be seen, because if they get seen, then they get kicked out. So there is there's an incentive to not being found.
Right. Okay. You mentioned giving out tents. I'm sure there's a cost to that, so you must have some way of funding this effort.
Right.
You have a fundraising event.
Yeah. Well, the tents are. We had a couple partners, but a major partner of ours is a place called the Peter Moran Center, and they have worked very closely with us, and they are instrumental in providing tents and sleeping bags. So they just provided 30 sleeping bags. Those mummy sleeping bags, they're 20-degree bags. So that's people have already started using them, and they said they're awesome. So
it's getting colder
I
faster.
know.
Yes.
So we're preparing. Winter is coming.
Yeah.
If you're a Game of
Yes,
Thrones,
I am.
are you? See, you know what I'm saying. Winter is coming, and we are preparing. So so that's that's our focus right now is preparing for that.
Well, I'd like to be able to give the viewers of this discussion ways to be able to help you. There are a lot of people that want help, don't know how to reach you. So you have a website, things like that.
Yeah.
How can they help?
Yeah. So I really do encourage you to go check out our website, thehomelesscharity.org. It connects to our Facebook. And I blog regularly over there. And what I'm trying to do is, just as you said early on, I'm trying to connect people with the homeless. So one of the things we have is, one of our donation drives is we have, we use a tool called Patreon, that for $1 a month, you subscribe for $1 a month, and you get complete behind-the-scenes access. So I talk about all the drama that goes on, the drama with the city, the drama with our people, my personal drama and struggle, and really great stories too. But I don't like making a lot of that totally public, and so this donation thing is useful just simply because it helps us tremendously, and I'm showing that information to people that actually care. So
right, so you can donate only $1, and also be educated at the same time.
Yeah, and be a part of it.
Yeah, if you want to donate to something, you just donate and that's it.
Yeah,
but you're not really
a part of it.
You're not really a part of it. You're not really knowing what it is you're doing necessarily.
So that's what's really cool about it. Like you get this really cool behind the scenes information. Okay. So it's kind of fun, and it's only $1. You can donate more if you want, certainly. But
that was my next question.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but
minimum $1.
$1 a month. I feel like I know some super dirt poor people. I know people that make no money, like zero money, and they can afford $1. That's all So like, and also some people are afraid or don't like giving to panhandlers. So they're not into the panhandler scene, which I can totally appreciate. But this way, you could give $1 a month.
Yeah. And
it's going to a facility that is helping people move forward in there.
And if you're not comfortable maybe doing that, rolling down your window or doing that person might be a part of your organization and be helped when they don't even know it. So that is a good thing.
And that is cool. Like a lot of the number one thing people say is, well, I don't know where that money's going. If I give them $1, I don't know if they're just going to spend it on drugs or alcohol. And what I can tell you is that if you give it to us, they're going to get food, they're going to get shelter, they're going to get access to computers. We're not giving them alcohol and drugs with that money. So
it's a controlled.
It's a more controlled thing. So So I would love your $1.
That's awesome. Well, hopefully, if there's so much more, I think, to know about this organization, and this website also gives more information. If you go to it, you can learn how to do this. Donate the $1. You can get some more information about other events or ways to help, whether it's volunteer or whatever it is.
We need things too, like shampoo and detergent items. Okay. So those are super helpful to us too. So if you don't have $1, you're like, I cannot give another $1. Then
but you've got a toothbrush.
You got a toothbrush. We would take that toothbrush for sure. We would.
Right. So thank you for all this information. I think it's very valuable information for everyone to know, whether even if you don't even donate, to be more educated about this scenario that someone might be in. You yourself or a friend or a family member may be in that situation any day, and the more you can be educated about it, the more you can help, and hopefully we can try to, I don't know if it'll ever end
Right.
homelessness, but
Right.
at least it could make it less,
Yeah.
or help people get out of that situation faster.
Just to understand it, just to have a little bit of compassion and understanding, it makes a huge difference.
Right. So for everyone out there listening, the website again is
TheHomelessCharity.org.
TheHomelessCharity.org. Is there a phone number that they
Sure, you can call my cell phone,
Okay.
330-416-7519.
Okay, and he's also on. Are you on Twitter?
For sure.
Twitter, Facebook, all
Every
of the
place.
social media avenues. You can type that in and probably find some more information.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Awesome.
Thank you very much for watching, and check them out. Thanks.